Welcome. Maybe you finally made it to the end of the day. The messages slowed down. The conversations are over. The room is quieter now. And yet your mind is still trying to work on something. A decision, a conversation you had or didn't have, something you forgot, something you still haven't figured out. Maybe part of you is still trying to solve tomorrow before it arrives. You're not doing anything wrong. A tired mind often reaches for unfinished things, questions, plans, possibilities, as if thinking about them a little longer might finally bring an answer. But tonight, nothing needs to be figured out. Not right now. Right now, nothing is asking for your attention. Before anything else, I want you to know this. You don't need to arrive here calm. You don't need a quiet mind. You don't need to stop thinking. If your thoughts are still moving, that's okay. If part of you is still replaying the day, that's okay too. You're not required to stop the thoughts. You don't need to fight them. For a little while, you can simply step away from them. And if part of you is wondering whether this will help, that's okay. You don't need to make anything happen. You only need to be here for the next few minutes. Notice what is holding you right now. The bed, the couch, the chair, whatever is beneath you. For this moment, you don't need to carry everything by yourself. You can let the surface beneath you do some of the work. Feel the blanket against your skin, its weight, its texture. Maybe it's pulled up close to your chin. Maybe it's bunched somewhere you haven't straightened yet. It doesn't matter. And somewhere in the quiet, you might hear something. The hum of the refrigerator in the kitchen. The house settling into itself. The faint sound of the world outside. Distant, not asking anything of you. The pillow might not feel quite right. It rarely does at the end of a day like this. Leave it. Nothing needs to be perfect right now. Maybe there's still something your mind is trying to finish. A decision, a conversation, something you wish had gone differently, something you still don't have an answer for. And maybe part of you believes that if you think about it long enough, you'll finally figure it out. But tonight doesn't need an answer. Tonight doesn't need a solution. The decision can wait. The conversation can wait. Tomorrow can keep tomorrow. For now, there is nowhere you need to get to. Nothing you need to figure out. Nothing you need to solve before sleep can come. And if your mind is still moving, that's okay. It can move. You don't need to stop it. You don't need to find the right answer or the right conclusion. For the next few moments, let your thoughts do whatever they need to do. And when you notice the breath again, let that be enough. Sometimes a slightly longer exhale is enough to remind the body that nothing needs to happen right now. Nothing needs to be solved. Nothing needs to be figured out. take a gentle breath in and let it leave a little more slowly. Nothing forced, nothing controlled, just allowing the breath to unwind on its own. And again, a soft inhale, a longer exhale, as if you're setting something down for a few minutes. One more breath. And then let your breathing return to its own rhythm. No need to guide it. No need to make anything happen. If your thoughts wander, that's okay too. You can always come back to the next breath. And now there's nothing you need to do. Just resting here as everything continues in its own quiet way. You might begin to notice a kind of warmth, very subtle at first, somewhere around your forehead, just a gentle presence. And slowly, in its own time, it begins to drift downward, across your forehead, smoothing the small tensions you didn't realize were there. Around your eyes, where so much of the day tends to gather. The things you saw, the things you read, the screen you stared at too long. Letting that whole area grow a little heavier, a little more at rest. And as this warmth continues, it moves down over your face, your jaw, unhooking any lingering tightness. The jaw that clenched during a conversation you didn't want to have, or during a silence you didn't know how to fill. Down into your neck, where the effort of the day tends to linger. And you don't need to release anything, just noticing how the body responds. Drifting now into your shoulders, the place that so often holds more than it needs to. And here, there can be a soft giving way, not forced, just allowed, as if something inside is remembering it doesn't need to hold so tightly. And slowly, that warmth continues down your arms, through your elbows, your hands, all the way to your fingertips, down into your belly, where everything can loosen without effort. And that warmth continues drifting lower, through your hips, your legs, all the way down to your feet, until your whole body feels a little more settled, a little more grounded, as if you're being gently held and fully supported as everything begins to finally let go. Maybe you've been trying to solve things for a long time, not just tonight, for weeks, months, sometimes longer. Some questions still don't have answers, turning them over in the dark, trying to find the right angle, the right conclusion. Something that would let you finally close your eyes without everything rushing back in. Some questions belong to tomorrow. Some answers arrive only after you've stopped searching for them. And tonight, for a little while, you don't have to do that. You don't need to solve everything before you rest. You don't need to reach a conclusion tonight. Some things can remain unfinished until morning. The thoughts will still be there tomorrow if they matter. And if they don't, they were never yours to carry in the first place. And maybe it helps to remember you are not the only one lying awake tonight. Right now, in different rooms, in different kinds of lives, there are people doing something very similar to you. Lying in the dark, waiting for things to settle, feeling worn in a way that's hard to name, staring at a ceiling, wondering if the mind will ever quiet down. And if there's a part of you that wonders, is this just how it is now? That's okay. You're not alone in this. Your system has been learning for a long time how to stay alert, how to keep going, how to be ready. And it makes sense that it doesn't switch off easily. But something else can begin here too. Not all at once, not perfectly, just gently, alongside what's already here. A different kind of signal, one that feels a little quieter, a little safer, a little less alone. And now there's nothing more to follow. Just resting here as everything begins to slow in its own time. If sleep begins to come, no need to notice the moment it happens. You can just let yourself drift. And even if you're still aware, still listening, that's okay too. You can rest even before sleep arrives. Tomorrow will still be there in the morning. The conversations, the decisions, the unfinished things. None of them need to be solved tonight. Stay here. Breathe. Let the night hold what's left of the day. Nothing else needs to be figured out tonight.